To be able to endure odium is the first art to be acquired by those who aspire to power. That quote was stated almost 2,000 years ago by a Roman philosopher known as Seneca. And what odium is, by the way, is basically hatred from the masses. So what he said 2,000 years ago was, if you're going to be a powerful individual, you need to be able to deal with haters in modern terms, right? And the reason that I think this is so funny is that this was said 2,000 years ago, right? So haters aren't a modern phenomena. There's always been haters and there always will be haters. And the reason why is because the laws of human nature have not changed, right? We might think that we're extremely evolved because we drive around cars and wear fancy designer sunglasses, but really, I'm all fucking baggy from a week of partying, but really, we're just fucking monkeys, right? We are evolved trousered apes, as C.S. Lewis said, and we think that we're beyond any sort of primal instinct or primal level. But here's the thing, guys. In the natural world, there's animals within a certain species that succeed and some that don't. And in monkeys, there's some monkeys that have the resources, they have access to the women, they're the, alpha males, the top of the totem pole. And human beings aren't much different. So as you begin to ascend the ladder of success, you're going to get haters. And the way you deal with haters, by the way, is you don't give them any energy at all, and you just focus on your own life, okay? There's a quote, I don't know where it comes from, but it basically says, be so good they can't ignore you. And what that means is if you have some haters, right, whoever they are, that's fine, just ignore them. And be so good at your life, at everything. Be in such great shape, be so charismatic, have all the money you want, have the best friends, the best lifestyle. Make your life so good that it speaks for itself, right? Because let me tell you a very, very hard to learn and hard to hear truth. If you're hating someone because they have more than you, then you're a fucking loser and you will go nowhere in life. And you can quote me on that. If you are hating on someone because they have more than you do, you are a fucking loser and you will go nowhere in life. And the reason why is because when you're a hater, that stops you from using your RAS, your reticular activating system. It stops your RAS from focusing on things that you can do to improve your life. So let me give you an example, okay? I was driving around in a Corvette ZR1 in California recently, and I put a picture on my Instagram. If you want to follow me there, at Real John Anthony. And what I noticed was that as I was driving this car around, right, it's a bright red Corvette, $120,000 car, everyone noticed, right? And this is very common with any sort of status symbol, right? If you have a lot of money, if you're really jacked, if, you are very charismatic, very good looking, whatever it is, if you have a great life, other people are going to notice. And that is exactly why 2,000 years ago, Seneca said, if you're going to be successful, you need to learn how to deal with odium or haters, hatred from the masses. So as you're succeeding, you're going to get more hate. And anyways, as I was driving around in this car, what I noticed is everyone noticed. And a few people, maybe 20%, 30% of people were cool about it, right? They said, hey man, nice car. They were happy for me, right? Other people were haters, right? We're sitting in the car with my friend and I, my cameraman and close friend, sitting in the car, and a flock of girls passed by. And as they were, funny enough, giving us IOIs, indicators of interest, playing with their hair, looking kind of attracted to the car, one of them said, oh my God, I would never date a guy with a Corvette, right? Translation, she wants to fuck the guy with the Corvette, but can't admit it. And why are people haters? Well, first of all, let me talk about what's so toxic about being a hater and ask yourself, where are you being a hater? Because if you don't think you're hating in certain areas, you're wrong. We all do it. It's just a matter of how much. So why is it bad to be a hater? Well, when you become a hater, what you're basically telling yourself is, I don't like this person because they have more shit than I do. They're better than I am. They have more shit than I do. They're better at, whatever it is. They're better at managing life, right? They have a better life than I do. And why that's so bad is because you can't make a change until you acknowledge that they're doing something better than you, because then you can learn from it, right? Once you say, okay, this person's doing really well and I'm not, what can I learn from them? What are they doing that I'm not doing, and how can I apply that to my life? Until you have that mindset, you will not get anywhere in life, right? So if you're a hater, and every time you see someone who's, rich like me, driving around the fucking Corvette, right? Which, by the way, I didn't own it. I flew out to California, rented it for like a week. Just saying, I don't want to be a poser or anything like that, but I still make a lot of money online. If you see that guy in the Corvette and you think he's a fucking corporate asshole dodging taxes, right? Okay, maybe he is, maybe he's not. You actually don't know that. He's probably not, statistically speaking, because 90% of millionaires in America are self-made, meaning that they came from the middle class, they didn't inherit any money, right? But regardless, even if you're right, when you say, fuck that guy, there's no room for you to ask the question, what is he doing that I'm not doing? Because you just dismiss it. You say, oh, he's some cheater who's gaming the system. He's some fucking liar, some scammer, whatever it is. Maybe he is. He's probably not. But even if he is, you need to ask yourself, what is he doing that I'm not? And then you can apply that to your life. And then you can be the motherfucker driving around the Corvette or the Lamborghini or the Bugatti or whatever it is, right? So how do you deal with haters? Well, first of all, ignore them. Don't feed any energy to the haters. And it can be a little bit different if it's, maybe a hater that in your social circle or in your friend group. That's a little bit different. I'll touch upon that in a second. But in general, ignore the haters. Who the fuck cares, man? You're not going to change their minds, okay? They've already made up their mind. They're bitter, and you can't change that. So all you do is you ignore them. And step two, you make yourself so good that they can't ignore you, okay? I've got haters. I get haters on my YouTube channel, or I guess, my last one got shut down. This one's kind of popping back up again. But on my last one, I had a few thousand subscribers, I think 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers, and I got some haters, but you can't change them. You can't change that, right? You just got to move on. And, when they see you on Instagram with 20 hot girls at the Playboy Mansion or on a fucking yacht somewhere in Cabo San Lucas, they're going to be fucking mad and you're going to be happy because you're fucking living your best life and having fun. So as much as it sucks to hear that, guys, you need to learn the art of dealing with odium, okay? So if there's haters in your friend group, by the way, too, first of all, try to cut them off. If your friend group is a real friend group and they actually value you and have even a little bit of intelligence, they will know that that person is a hater, right? So let me tell you another story, right? So because of what I do, I get a lot of haters. And it's funny too, because actually I know this one guy in particular. So we hung out a few times, played, a little bit. He plays the drums, I play the guitar, I sing. We jammed a few times. I was very nice to him. I bought drinks for him, invited him out to social events. And little did I know, he was actually talking shit behind my back. Completely unprovoked. And that's how you know he's a hater. He's a fucking loser and a fucking hater, guys. Remember, anyone who's a hater, they're just fucking mad that you're better than they are, right? And it's funny too, because if you listen to a lot of rap music, a lot of these guys that came up from nothing with no record label, had to be independent, didn't have anyone to help them, like Drake or whatever, they all say, I'm thankful for my haters, right? There's one line in, I think Forever by Drake where he says, started off local, but thanks to all the haters, now I'm like something, I know G4 pilots on a first name basis, right? And the idea, again, is that haters give you energy. They fuel you. They feed you. Even if you don't think they're helping you, they actually are. Because first of all, they're giving you more attention, right? So the people that are actually intelligent people, they're going to see these haters hating on you, and they're going to wonder, why do they hate him so much? What's going on here? And they're going to notice a pattern. This guy seems to be a cunt because he's hating on everyone. So, who this guy's hating on, they're going to think, oh, this guy must be fucking cool then, right? They're going to know the truth, right? It weeds out the people that are fucking losers. Second, haters are reacting to you, right? So there's power versus force. There's reaction versus proactivity, right? Being reactive versus being proactive. And haters are reactive. They see something that you're doing they don't like. They react to you. So in an energetic level, that's actually feeding your reality. So anyways, this guy was talking shit about me, trying to turn the friend group against me, all that kind of shit. And I didn't engage, right? I didn't talk shit about him back. I tried to be very nice to him, but what happened is my real friends that actually, told me that he was hating on me, all this different stuff. And, some of the girls too in the group that I barely even knew, they started standing up for me, right? They started, saying, I really like John. He's cool or whatever it is. I think John's misunderstood. I don't understand why he gets all this hate, right? So what you'll find is that when you actually ignore the haters and just try to be a good person, most people will actually shut down the haters for you, right? Sometimes, on my old YouTube channel before it got shut down, You know, and on this one too, I expect you'll see some haters, right? And actually, a lot of my fans will respond to the haters. They'll say, "Hey, man, you know, why are you hating? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with that? John's just teaching people how to have a better life, whatever it is, right?" So what you'll find is that people that are on your side will actually stand up for you. And that makes you look even fucking cooler because you're not doing anything. You're just being yourself. And the haters got their fucking panties in a bunch, you know, being little pussies and bitches talking shit about you. And your friends, your family, your, you know, acquaintances, whoever it is, your fans, your followers, they'll stand up for you. So basically, guys, to deal with haters, don't let it get to you. Realize they're fucking losers. And in 5 to 10 years, even in 2 years, you will be so beyond their level it will blow your mind. Okay, when you learn, you know, the things that I'm teaching you on this channel and on my blog, masculinedevelopment.com, you know, and even in the courses too. If you buy my courses, if you can't afford them, don't worry about it. I don't care. Shoot me an email. Sometimes I give people courses for free if I feel like they really need it and they'll learn from it. But either way, if you apply the shit I'm teaching you guys, you will grow so fast. You will literally not even like know what to do with yourself because you are growing so fast, so much faster than you think. You're making new friends. Your family members are looking up to you now because you can provide for people. You can buy your mama a new Mercedes for Christmas. You can fly your friends out on some fancy, you know, hotel resort in Hawaii, in Kauai, whatever it is. You can take people on cruises. You can invite them into your life and they'll start to see that you're a cool, genuine person who is not a loser, and you know, you're not who the haters are making you out to be. Be thankful for the haters because they actually tell you who your real friends are. Because your real friends, they'll stand up for you, right? So I know it sucks if you're being hated on. I've been there. I was bullied a shit ton in high school. You know, get a lot of haters to this day in my friend group, in my social circle. People talking shit behind my back, spreading rumors, all kinds of nasty shit. But here's how I see it, guys. So, you know, there's this little bubble of hate, right? This little bubble of that hateful energy, right? And the haters are the main source of this. They're going to try to infect other people with that hate, right? Some people will succumb to it. Some people will say that's dumb. John is cool, or you're cool if you're being hated on. I'm going to go hang out with that person. I'm going to hang out with you, right? I'm going to hang out with John because, you know, these haters are lame. So what happens is the haters actually push people towards you that like your shit, right? So haters are actually good. And by the way, too, if you don't have haters, you're not big, right? You're not big enough, right? There's a great quote by Winston Churchill, and it goes like this. You have enemies? Good. It means you stood up for something at least once in your life. And the truth is, if you are going to be a man on your purpose, on your mission, and you're going to succeed at life, you're going to have haters. It's part of the game. That is why 2,000 years ago, Seneca said, the first art to be acquired by those who, you know, aspire to power is to be able to deal with odium from the masses. I butchered that quote. It means the same thing. That's why they said it 2,000 years ago, because haters haven't changed. So I hope this helps, guys. Hope you enjoy the content. Please subscribe to my new YouTube channel right here. Like the video, share it with a friend who needs to hear it, and I will see you guys next time.